one has to take a lead, another has to support and talk.
Okay.
We have to discuss. It's not a debate; it is a discussion.
Okay.
All right. Did you see this yesterday? This one, or it's a brand new one?
So new one, sir.
All right. Why might people choose to take up this sport?
Yes.
So let me get started. I would like to start from swimming. Is it okay? Can I take a lead? Can I talk?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. In my opinion, swimming is like a meditation. Both mind and body coordination have to be there, and breathing has to be very proper because you are getting into water, and also you have to be extremely alert about the depth of the water level. So people who want the benefits of meditation, they would like to choose this kind of an activity. Also, if they want to coordinate their mind and body, they can choose this. Some of the kids would be interested in having fun with water. They probably that's my take on this. What do you think?
So I should start now, sir.
Yeah, you have to answer me. Also, you have to move forward with the discussion on the this box, swimming box.
Okay.
So, what do you think about this?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are correct. Swimming is a great exercise which requires entire body physical work. So swimming, uh, the first thing what we need a courage for swimming because we don't know about the depth of the water. So the first thing we have to notice is that we should have a courage and to swim. So talking about martial arts is something.
Now, when you talk about the swimming, do you think there is a risk involved in this, isn't it? There is a there is a risk involved in this.
Yes, sir.
If it is going to be a new place, you have to be a little bit careful. You have to be careful with this, not only depth of the water and also nature of the place,
Okay,
right?
sir.
In case if we get into trouble, someone has to be there who knows swimming, who knows how to rescue them, yeah, how to rescue us, isn't it? So
Yes, sir.
that's that. There is a downside to it. Sure. Yeah, please
Okay.
go ahead with the martial arts. Yes, go ahead.
Martial arts is something which is uh, it is an so 1 minute, sir.
Yeah. But if you want, I can take a lead on this. Martial arts, what I would suggest, I would think is mainly for self-protection. But unfortunately, women uh, are not prominent in this because they need more than men this martial arts because in this world a self-protected woman can go a long way. So, in my opinion, more than it is an art, it is kind of a tool. It is kind of something and equipment that women can use. What do you think?
Yes, I agree with your point. Martial arts is something which is needed in the current world to protect themselves, to defend themselves against some activities which is against a person. So martial arts is not only about defense. It is also about about our body coordination and mind coordination. We need everyone can't do martial arts. Martial arts is something. It is where we have to be physically prepared and to get some injuries. So we need to be prepared physically. So talking about chess is something. It's an indoor game which needs a mind activity. Lot of mind activity calculation need to be done. So if we want to,
Yeah, definitely. I like the way you started with that calculation.
Yes,
Is it just a calculation or something more than that?
it is more than that, sir. We
Yeah, can you show some more light on that? When we talk about calculation, it's something much more than that. What is that more? What do you think is much more than just a calculation game?
Yes, sir. So chess is something like a mathematics solving a puzzle. So uh, chess needs more mental activity. We need to think throughout the entire game. So to defend the opponent. So chess is something where where our creativity it is a creativity game where a person needs to sit for a stipulated time and need to defend with his opponent, his or her opponent.
Yeah, what is going to be the downside, I think, is they have to sit for 4 hours, 6 hours, sometimes even much more than that. So that there is a risk, right? Sitting is now new smoking. People call sitting is now new smoking, something like that. There is a potential risk. The sedentary body becomes sedentary. You need a break and all. And also, when I think about chess, I think about focus and concentration.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, even a simple slip, you will just lose the game instantly.
Yes, sir. So I agree with your point. Chess is something. It is an indoor game, so a lot of spectators won't come. So in business point of view, we can't earn money. Uh, like other outdoor games like football, cricket, boxing, basketball, etc. So spectators are very less. So the chess may go through entire 6 hours or 4 hours. So this takes time.
Superb, superb. I agree because yeah, I really admire that point. Like you talked about the chess, very nice. Moving on to football, the most popular game on the planet. That's what I think. Almost everyone knows about football and football star. The football stars are real superstars. Um, and what I like about football is almost the entire match time, the players will be running, 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 running. You need to be extremely fit physically and mentally. You have to be alert, and also you can easily get injured. So in this way, like football is a very high intensity game, and that's what I feel. What do you think about football?
So football is a most common uh, game apart from India. So India is now concentrating more football like now our ex-captain Sunil Chowdhury. He tried lot of times to bring India to bring Indian team into FIFA World Cup. So that dream went as a dream. So football is something where we need patience. So if we overcome our patience level, so they would give a red or yellow card. So football is football is a game where we need to be very patient. So what do you think about this?
Yeah, the football, I understand. But countries like India, they were not able to move forward, probably because we are obsessed with the cricket, might be because of that reason. It's unfortunate, such a most popular game. One of the most popular countries in the world is not really active part of it. We know the Mohan Bagan and all the local clubs are there, but still we are not measuring up to the international standard. Hopefully after the Olympics and all, hopefully going forward, there might be some interest in the Indian public or even the Indian sports fraternity. But still, it's a long way to go. I feel like it's very long way to go, even to shine or even enter into the World Cup final league matches or playoff matches. That's what I think. Uh, there is also a negative side to this. All over the world, we will see the fans, football fans. They used to be unruly and all. They used to be unruly. It's kind of a very aggressive game, and you can easily get injured. Very easily get injured. So that is the thing. One is that if you can move to the last activity, jogging. What do you think about jogging?
So jogging is something. It is a physical exercise where every common man can do. So jogging in early morning gives us gives us energy. So going jogging in a very green environment calms our mind and uh, gives energetic and boost our energy so that we can work throughout the day with enthusiasm and energy. So what do you think about this?
Yeah, the jogging, in my opinion, as you said, it's a neat, very neat exercise, and it also start. You can start the day very fresh, and throughout the day you can maintain the energy level. And I agree with you. Jogging, so the one benefit about one advantage of jogging is that um, you can do it from the same place. You don't have to even run, you can jog. So even if it is raining, you can keep up that. You don't need a company. You don't need an opponent to play this game because you can be on your own. And as I told, whatever the weather may be, you can still do the jogging. And I think of late, walking and jogging too, there are two things a lot of Indians are very much interested in because mm, they talk about the diabetic, pre-diabetic condition. Most of the Indians are under pre-diabetic condition. Jogging is, I think, it's a very practical, very good, very realistic thing. If you consider this as a sport, very realistic. For me, out of the five, jogging is one thing that I'll prefer because I don't need rule. I don't need that any other team or anything. I can be on my own. Whereas football, chess, or martial arts, or probably even swimming, we need a setup. We need a system. We need something to work on. Jogging, in my opinion, out of the five, I would like to choose. What is going to be your choice?
So I go with you. Jogging is some jogging is I too agree with you. I too agree with you. Jogging is an exercise where only one it is a self game. It is a self exercise where
Yeah.
one can do.
It
So
is, yeah, it is a single player game.
okay, so it is a single player game where where we can where ourselves can do. Uh, that's my conclusion.
Super, super. What is the one we think that you won't take it up at all? Out of the five, if you have to choose one that you will never choose it, which is going to be that?
So martial arts. So martial arts, in most cases, if so in a tough situation, we may get injury. So we there is a chance of losing our life. So it is. I do agree that martial arts is necessary, but a tough situation, it can both protect our life and it can take our life.
Wow, very nice, very nice. So you don't want to choose that. That will be your fifth choice, the last choice, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Is it? Yeah, I would also go with it. But I personally I don't know swimming. So even I don't know any martial arts for that matter. So in my younger days, I have played football. I have learned chess, jogging. So swimming, I don't know. So martial arts and swimming are the ones that I have never been introduced to or I am not exposed to. So one of the two will I will choose. It might be the martial arts, as you said. That's the least favorite one for me. So what I found out is actually you are very good with group discussion compared to others. So
Okay.
you are able to listen, you are able to observe, you are able to move forward, and very nice, super.
Okay.
The group discussion, one thing has to be there is the final part of the group discussion is very important.
Okay.
That we can coordinate all the, for example, in this case, the four or five choices are given. Finally, you have to, as a team, as a group, right now we are only two, it could be three, four, or it could be even six, seven. Somewhere we need to take a lead, one of you. Someone is interested in taking lead, you can allow them to take a lead. At the same time, if no one is ready to take a lead or coordinate or finalize or decide, uh, you can show the intention right from the start
Okay.
that you can take the group to a decision.
Okay.
The decision could be like your group members may agree or may not agree, but somewhere you have to come to your conclusion. That's very important. And also, we should think it is a discussion. It
Okay.
is not a debate or it's not an argument.
Okay, sir.
So a lot of things when it happens in the college level, campus interview level, they make it as a debate. They think if you talk more, you'll be shining, you'll be getting through the group discussion. Not really. You have to
Okay.
give valid points. You have to allow the group members to talk. When there is a very good point, you have to really appreciate it. And if you think the same point that he thought and he already told that point, you have to simply appreciate it. Meaning that, yeah, I was also thinking about, I was about to say, or I had that point in my mind. It's nice that you are able to say that. Then you can extend that point further.
Okay, sir.
So very nice, and also you are able to do this. Probably we can do a couple of more to see that how it goes. You can
Okay,
take
sir.
the lead for each box and do, but
Okay.
you need to allow the other group members or members to express their opinion because it's a discussion, it's a two-way street.
Okay, sir.
So you're going to score for speaking as much as for listening. You'll be scoring for both. So,
Okay, sir.
so they are going to consider how much you listen, how much you reflect and reciprocate their thoughts, how much you support it. If you
Okay.
agree, also you can agree. If you don't agree, also politely you can agree to disagree or disagree to agree.
Okay, sir.
So we'll see. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Why would these ideas attract more tourists to the town? Yeah, you didn't do it yesterday, I think, this one,
No,
right?
no, sir. No, sir.
So you want to take up the lead and you can start, when we start, you can start from one box and then you can do a clockwise or anti-clockwise. So that,
Okay, sir.
yeah, we can be organized. Do
Okay, sir.
you want to get
Uh,
started?
So 1 minute, sir.
Yeah.
So building holiday flats maybe resorts also includes, sir. Whether resorts are included in holiday flats, sir.
Not, yeah, kind of. A resort is a holiday flats is kind of resorts only
Okay, sir.
because you can own the resort, you can own the piece of the resort.
Okay, sir. So uh, I'll start the group discussion. Topic given to us is why these uh, why to these factors are necessary for the tourists to attract in a town. So building holiday flats, so everyone, people coming from different places need a shelter. So need shelter for shelter and they want to take rest. So building holiday flats is necessary so that they can refresh themselves. They can stay at night, can take rest. So building holiday flats is necessary. So uh,
Yes,
as large people. So
yeah. Can you do this? When you say that, let me start. You can say that I will start. Let me start.
okay, sir.
I will start is something forcing. You are forcing yourself or forcing the others that you want to start. Let me start means
Okay,
that's more humility at the same time. It's not that kind of a rude language.
okay, sir.
Yeah, yeah. You can go ahead and
Okay,
once you do this points, and generally they give you like not more than 10 minutes. So
okay,
the very first box you want to be very much alert about the time you spend on the first box.
okay, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. You are doing fine. Go ahead.
So uh, uh, so as lot of people come from different places, they need to stay somewhere. So building holiday flats may uh, people from different places can come and take rest, and they can spend their rest of their time by going to some places.
Sure,
So
sure. I like that point. Your point building holiday flats, but there is a downside as you think about it. Only very wealthy, for example, they can own a flat, isn't it? It's a holiday flat means you have to own the piece of real estate throughout the year. A kind of an idea about resort also. A lot of the Sterling resorts and all they employ the same technique, but sometimes it's not practical for everyone, isn't it?
yes.
Building holiday flats is nothing but it's expensive in my opinion. That might not go with all the masses, isn't it? That's my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, I do agree with this. The cost of the cost per head is very high, so the common man could not afford for it. So so build so uh, going and going and staying in a holiday flats may for a common man is very tough job because it takes half of the budget of their tour.
Sure.
So it is it need to be concerned point about building holiday flats. Coming to providing parks, so providing parks, it is mainly concentrated for childrens. So most of the children come to park and they play in the park. So it mainly attracts at this providing parks mainly attracts for children and for the old age people. So for the middle aged people, providing parks is very it is not necessary because they are not going to spend time in parks. So
Sure.
what do you think about this?
Yeah, I completely agree with your point, age group. But what happens is when they come as a tourist, they are going to come with their family. So as you told, old people also will be there, aged people at the same time, children also will be there, apart from the mother and father or family members. So providing parks to an extent it might help. But as he told, the parks are also available outside this, in their own hometown also, right? Well, in their own hometown, it is going to be there. So it's highly unlikely a tourist will spend a lot of time in a park. Might be like out of the choices here, I might have one of the choices here, but it is not going to be the choice for me. That's what I feel. But I completely agree with your valid point. It's only probably the children or the old people, old members of the family will try to use this.
Yes, I have partially agree with your point because parks are something which is common in our locality, so everyone can access parks very easily. So nothing nothing is more interesting in parks. So it is a place where it is fully surrounded by trees and greenery. This greenery could be seen in a local area itself. So people want to show interest on going to parks. So coming to having more shops, so as it is a tourist place, we need more shops because for an emergency situation for water or a food, people need shops. Shops. It may be a hotel or it may be a fancy store where people can buy some products, some things, which could be a remembrance of the tourist place, so they can keep it in their home as a memory. So, what do you think about this?
Super, super. I like that point. Because having more shops, generally it is told, so we can have any category of shops, any kind of shops. It could be an outlet. We can have a factory outlet also there. So when the tourists, when they come, it might be a great attraction where they can come and they can get that kind of a product with a very cost effective in a very cost effective way. So depending on which player is going to come, so it might attract more people. I feel more people to the town, depending on the brand value, depending on also like the overall cost of getting that particular product or commodity compared to other places. Definitely, it would attract tourists. Even a tourist coming for the first time looking at this kind of a shop, she will be tempted to come again and again. Might be I really like that idea, having more shops. And what type of shops, that is a point in that is a case in point. I feel like and the town planning should really involve themselves to really choose the category, which category they want to do it. Might be that's a work in progress. They might take some time to really decide about this.
So, I
Uh,
like to add one more point that uh, it is tourist place mainly concentrate on tourism. So local people in the tourist place uh, can open a shop so that they can it is a kind of business where person can do for local people to do in a tourist place, so which it is a profiting business where a person can do in a tourist place so that they can earn more
Improve the local
efficiently.
economy. It will improve the local economy.
Uh,
That
it could increase the local economy of that place, and people can along with the tourist place, the people can also grow.
superb. So it can increase the cash flow in the local area, so they can sustain themselves. Very, very nice. I think having more shops, it has got a lot of positives compared to the downsides. A lot of positives. Very nice. Then if you can move to putting up security camera, do you think, because everywhere nowadays there is a camera, right? There is a
Yes.
camera every home, every place there is a camera. Um, Putting up security cameras, I don't know, what do you think about the positives on this?
So putting security cameras can help to reduce any
Crime, you mean crime?
immoral activities.
Uh,
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 it can reduce the theft. It can also reduce some crime scenes, so that we can avoid it. Is if something happens, we can so the police can investigate based on the happenings in the camera. So it helps to find the theft easily.
Superb, superb. At the same time, nowadays almost every hotel, every public place has got a camera, isn't it?
Yes.
So 10 years ago, this would not have been a case, but nowadays almost I feel like every home or every business has got some kind of a surveillance activity.
Yes, sir.
So in case that town is not having it, but definitely I think it is a mandatory to have it, I feel like in these times, because it is, as you said, it is going to help reduce the help reducing this crime and the safety, and also safety is assured. When the tourists come, they will stay overnight, and they will also stay longer.
Yes, sir.
So when it comes to building a large nightclub, I don't think it is going to attract, except for like some division, some part or some section of the audience. They might be interested. Some section of the tourists, they might be interested in it. Not everyone, I feel like. What do you think?
So I agree. I totally agree with your point. So putting security cameras attract people because it's not a not a not a place or a not thing which need to be admired. It is just secure. It is just for a security. So it is not going to attract people. So this is my conclusion about the security cameras. So building large night coming to building a large nightclub. So it is so building a nightclub from the type it is for a high class people. So getting into this nightclub make off and it is so the common man could not afford for it. Uh, so the nightclubs, it is some kind of Western culture where a large nightclubs are being built. So they are acquiring the West culture through to India. So I think building a large nightclub is very unnecessary for the tourist in the tourist place. So what's your
Yeah, like as you
uh,
pointed out, like providing parks, it's not the entire family is going to enjoy. Uh, Even some other families, they might get even offended. So more than positive, there could be even an negative effect will be there. So you have to really put the security cameras and all that in the all the nightclubs. And when you say large nightclub, uh, I feel like it's going to increase the cost of using, because they have to utilize it. Then a typical tourist might have to spend more money. The average tourist will be forced to spend more money because of the cost involved with that. So I feel like that is going to be my least favorite out of the five. I feel like the one thing that is having more categorized, very organized, and also very valuable, great value brand shops, if it is available to an extent. I feel like that is in my personal opinion, out of the five, if I have to pick one, the local economy also will improve a lot, and there are a lot of positives with having more shops. What is your choice? What is it going to be
So among these five, I also
among
go
this
with
among
having more
among this
shops.
five? Among this five,
Among this five, I go with having more shops. So having more shops also increases the economy of the. As I already said, it is increases the economy of the economy of the people and both economy of the place. So this attracts more tourist to the shops. So I would like to add one more point to the large nightclub, building a large nightclub.
uh,
Uh, if it is not it is apart from common man, some business persons or some big VIPs come and enjoy the tourist place and so come to the tourist place and they go to for large nightclub. Some of the official meetings can also be taken place in the large nightclub. They may have some parties and apart from parties they also have some business meetings. So large business meetings can take place in a large nightclub. So it is common among the business person. So they make important decisions over there. After meeting they go for a they may go for a party. So this creates a mutual understanding between the client and the business person.
Yeah, you are talking about kind of networking, yeah,
Yes,
business networking. Yeah, I mean, if I agree with you partially because the tourist family, when they come, they might think about business only to an extent.
yes,
Uh, but my concern is a large nightclub, when they use the word like this, they're going to
oh,
invest a heavy money in that.
yes, sir.
So they are going to put it on the heads of tourists.
Okay, sir.
So I don't know how much it is going to increase the economy, the value, they increase the economy of the region or adding value to that. But one thing is, since they want to attract the tourist to an extent it might be helpful, but it is not the choice for me. As I told, having more shops will be probably the best choice for me as far as I'm concerned.
Okay,
Very good, very good. What I found out, from you, you are doing well compared to the last other 4 days. I think your fillers have reduced a lot. Did you observe it?
yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah, very nice. And also, you are able to express your points. You are able to listen. You are able to move forward. I think group discussion is a plus for you.
yes, sir.
Very, very, very nice. Very nice. Super, super. And I think you show a lot of maturity in handling things, and also you give points. Almost every box you have given a very constructive point, at least one constructive point on each box
Okay, sir.
that is there. And also you can, when you talk, you can also prod, you can also actually lead the discussion by involving. If there are going to be three more persons apart from you, all the
Okay, sir.
three, all the three, you can actually maintain the eye contact at the same time. You can involve all the three deliberately.
Okay,
The moment you have the point for one box, like probably for one particular aspect, you can ask one of the other persons, just turn to his side, look at him in the eyes, and just
okay,
tell him, what do you think about it? Can you add any more point to it? Do you really agree with it? So then the next part, when the next aspect comes, the next discussion going on is, if it is going to go on, you can choose another person.
okay, sir.
So that is one thing you can do. Now, you can also show your intention to the panel that I am listening. I want to listen as much as I want to speak. Also,
Okay,
I value my opinion as much as their opinion, and their opinion as much as my opinion. And also, I give opinion to the opinion of others.
yes,
I
sir.
so that is one thing that we can do. Very good, very good. And this especially, this second group discussion went a long way. Very nicely done. Super.
Okay, so this all we have already did, sir.
That also we have done.
This also done.
Yeah. Did we do this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we did.
This also we did, sir. No, sir.
Very good. This is a very generic topic. This kind of topic generally comes, we can do, we get a lot of points on this, and also it's very generic. Super.
Okay.
Do you want to get started?
Yes, sir. So let me start. Let me start this group discussion. So these are something. These there are five factors given to us that uh, what we need to be considered living in a different country for work. So language. So language is something that is a barrier, mode of communication between the people. So so it is better to learn some languages to make our daily routine more smooth. Because if you are going for a shop, there if you are go if uh, if you are going to a different country, there may be a different languages used by the people. So learning their languages can help us to run our life very smoothly, because if you are going for a shop, they won't understand our language. So learning some basic words in their language can help us to overcome the difficulties while purchasing something, or in an emergency situation we can get a help from them. The language is very important factor if you're going for a different country or work. So what's your
Yeah,
valid point?
yeah, definitely, definitely. I really agree with the point. Language is kind of most important. Language is not just learning a language, is learning their culture also. It means, in my opinion, because there are a lot of differences in terms of using a language. For example, use English language in a different way in countries like Singapore. Use the same English language in a totally different way in UK or USA or even like Australia or New Zealand, where English is spoken widely. If you just take up one language, you can use it in a different way. You have to use certain words. For example, fag. There is a word called fag. Fag end of the day. Fag. In UK you can use it, but USA you don't want to use it. Likewise, there is a word called stool. The stool, you probably will be using it in UK or India, but you won't be using it with the same meaning in USA. Just I gave these couple of examples because the language is one thing. You have to learn the language and also appropriately you have to use it. Countries like Germany, they attach to the people who speak their language instead of a common language like English. So the language, in my opinion, when you move to the country, you should be willing to learn. You should be willing to get acquainted with the language. It's kind of a it's kind of a political thing also to an extent. And I agree with most of your points there. It is definitely very important. So can we move to family and friends? What do you think?
Yes, I would like to add one more point in the languages. So
Sure.
learning, so people from we are quite from India. So people going for a work or learning different languages, foreign languages. There is a many opportunities waiting for them, for the students who are going for different countries, because there is high demand in the work. So they can learn in Germany or French or Japanese, so helps them to get a easy make their process of getting work is very easy for them. So they are so many Indians are learning French, Germany, Japanese. So they are putting adding these languages in our resume can increases our value among the business person. We can easily get a job. We are highly prioritized in that situation. So coming to family and friends, so many people leave India and work in different countries by leaving their family. So friends become a major part in countries. So friends are like families in countries which we go. So there may be different. We can see many people from different countries. We can get to know about their family and their circumstances. So it creates a lot of networks among us, so that we can have many friends from different countries, so which would create a great exposure to of a person in their career.
Super.
So
I really like your points here because I think it's very crucial when considering living in a different country means you can have friends in your native country. You are going to have friends. Suppose, for example, you are going to Malaysia, you are going to Saudi, where you already have set of friends already, the Indian friends that you have, that is going to really help you there, because to go there and initial settlement and also looking for a job, or just to have some kind of moral support, if you already have the friends in that country, that is going to help. There is other way around. You are having so many friends here, you are having your family here in India. When you really want to consider living in a different country for work, you have to know how long you are going to stay there in that country for work. For example, you are leaving behind the entire family and most of your friends here. You want to be there for 1 or 2 years, earn money, and want to come back without moving the family there. That's well and good. That's not a big deal. But if you are going to stay for a long time, you want to get a green card, you want to have a permanent residence, you want to be there for 7 years or 8 years or something like that. You want to take the family. For sure, you want to take the family. You don't want to leave them in this in your native country. At the same time, you don't want to lose the context coming out of all the friendships. So definitely, how long we want to work in that different country, in that foreign country, that plays a key role in terms of family and friends. What do you think?
Yes, so I too agree with your point. Uh, Friends are necessary. So if family comes into the role when they are proper, when a person or when a student is completely settled. So if they are going if they are going for a country for only for earning money, so friend circle becomes more a crucial part in their life. So coming to cultural difference, going to different countries increases. We can get to know about different cultures of the people. Uh, we can come to know about their culture. We can come to know about their dressing senses. We can come to know their beliefs. We can come to know their traditional. So all these all so that it create just following a single culture, it is not a matter. So knowing about different culture can make more interesting in our life, and celebrating all cultural activities of other uh, uh, other cultural person can also may make can gel up easily with other people. So
Sure, sure,
what's a
sure.
valid point?
Definitely, the cultural differences, in my opinion, there is a native people in each country. When you go there, when you mingle with the native people, and you really need to know their culture because it's going to be a lot of difference. It could be in the religion, it could be in the common public or social activities. There will be certain cultural tradition that will be followed in that particular country. I feel like it's very important to get to know that difference and accordingly gel with it, especially when you want to live when you want to live in this country for a certain amount of years, for example 4 or 5 years, also want to work in this country for 4 or 5 years. As we talked about the language, it is similar to that. Each language has its own culture. Language is just not just words and grammar. It's There will be a culture behind that language. So, in my opinion, this is kind of very important to really get to know about the differences between our country and that country that we are moving into. Accordingly, we can adjust our lifestyle, especially as I told, if you are going to bring your family there and you are going to have you want to live there for a longer time, you have to really understand the cultural differences and accordingly you have to adjust.
So the cultural difference also increases the bonding between the people. So celebrating their festival, celebrating our festival together will increases the bonding between the friends or some
Yes,
persons.
super.
So, mutual respect is created between different cultural differences. So everyone respect. So in this point, everyone respect their own culture. They celebrate together, and there is a unity. Unity is being created. That is the valid point that I would convey from the cultural
Super.
differences.
I really agree with it. The like cultural difference, festivals and the traditions play a huge role in cultural difference. If you respect them, especially when we go out to work in their country, I think it's very important to give respect to this, the cultural references. Very nice point given by you. And the next one is my favorite one: distance from home country. For example, you live in India and going to US is entirely different from going to Middle East or going to uh, eastern countries like Malaysia or Singapore, Saudi or the Gulf countries. Definitely that makes it a huge difference because within 2 to 3 hours you can make it to India if there is an eventuality, if there is an emergency. You can, so life is full of emergencies, so we need to be very careful about it. So getting to Europe takes about 7 8 hours, or getting to North America takes about 15 16 hours. Sometimes you won't get the connecting flights, or sometimes you won't be able to make it very quickly. So something very bad, very and something happens very bad back at home. It's very difficult to reach on time. I have seen a lot of my friends not able to make it even to the funeral of their very close ones, and that's a tragedy. So we need to really consider that also. If you are a only son or a only daughter, yeah, I strongly feel that you need to take this into consideration, especially when you go for work in a foreign country and want to stay for a longer time. What do you think?
So I agree with your point. So we could not come easily come to our home country as it take so coming our mode of transport is through airlines. So airlines would take a huge amount for visiting our country. So it may take around 1 lakh for each visit. We need to spend 1 lakh, nearly 1 lakh to cover to visit a home country, and the traveling expenses also more. So instead of visiting very frequently, there are a lot of technologies being increased. We can have a video conference. We can have a video call. We can speak to our family daily. So this would reduce the bridge. This could increase the bridge between the family members. So as a person, as a student or a person who's going to different country, they should be mentally prepared. They should not be emotionally attached to their family. Yes, they should be attached, but they should be mentally prepared. Prepared. They are going. Their ultimate aim was to earn. They're going for masters for going for work. They need to be mentally prepared, and they need to be uh, they should. So 1 minute, sir.
This is an excellent point. Excellent point, actually, you gave it. So with the technology and all that, you don't have to make additional trips. If it is an emergency, definitely you have to make a trip. The technology in this way, it helps 20 years ago compared to 20 years ago. Right now, the technology has improved. As you told, a lot of tools have come. You can feel home all the time. So except for the emergency, definitely other things like lot of social media, right from social media to every communication tool that we can use to feel closer to the home. Very nice.
Okay.
So the last one, when I talk about different currency, definitely we have to consider a couple of things here. There is inflation back home. Always India is very popular for inflation. The prices keep increasing all the time. So the currency value, the Indian value, currency value keeps decreasing all the time. All the time. In the last
Yes.
20, 30 years, if you look at it, this is huge. That gets reflected even in the gold prices also. I remember 20 years ago, 2003 and 4, the gold, the one sovereign car, it was costing 5,000, 4,000, 5,000 rupees. Now it is costing 50,000 rupees. This gives the basic inflation, how bad we are with the inflating the prices. So when we choose a country, we want to see a stable currency is available in that country. For example, US or Canada, or in this case, Europe also, the steady inflation control is there. Like for example, 2 3% inflation control is 2 3% of inflation is there in those countries that I mentioned. But India is standing at 7 or 8%. So it's very important to choose the country where you want to live, how long you want to live, and whether the currency will be stable, whether it is going to be used as some business, international business currency. And in my opinion, like countries like Singapore and all, they have a very tight control. Countries like US, some of the European countries, they stand very much um, with the currency control, especially the exchange rates and also the inflation in those countries. So I feel like the currency will not be a big matter if you go from India, because their currencies are traditionally, historically, they are very strong. They are stronger, they have been strongest, in my opinion. So we have to consider, but it's generally placed to our advantage. What do you think?
So I totally agree with this point. As a different current, so yeah, as we are going through different countries, there is a different currency which is followed by respective countries what we are going. So and so the value of each currency in each country is very different. So it obviously India's I agree, I have already told that India's currency is very less as compared to other countries. Their currency value is very less. So people going to different countries and so compared to India's an average person earning in Western countries or earning in other countries, your earnings will be very more. You can save money, and you can the current as currency values more more in other countries. So compared to if we compare to our Indian money, they are a different countries' currency is value is more, so that we can save that money, and we can invest uh, something valuable things in our country, so that our financial status also increases. So uh, as a person, uh, so I'm stuck with
Which
this
one?
one.
Which one you would choose? I think which one you would choose among the five? Which one you would choose as the first top one when you really want to consider living in a different country? Which one you would choose?
So family and friends. I choose family and friends because it we can get a huge network all over the world. We can have so if some tough situation comes to us, we can easily contact them and get things sorted, because people coming from different countries have different mindsets and different way of they have a different way to approach problems. We can get ideas from them, and we can get easily solved to the problems. So it also increases the bonding between different persons from different countries. So this creates a unity among unity in spite of any cultural difference. So I would go with the family and friends.
Sure. In my opinion, out of the five, I also agree with you on this. Family and friends network back in India is also important. When you want to go alone and do the work, you have to leave behind your family and friends, which is a huge decision to make, especially when you want to work for a longer time in that country. So family and friends, if you are taking most of your family there, and some of your very best friends are there in the destination country, it's not a big deal, it's not a matter. But most of the time, we leave behind a lot of our friends here, and also you would like to leave the family back in India, where you have a better support system. In that case, we want to really consider what we need to do in terms of how long we want to live, how much work we want to do, how much time you want to spend with your family and friends. So definitely, the family and friends is a very loaded nation. So you have to really consider this. And family and friends is also top for me. And the cultural differences and the language go hand in hand, in my opinion. So family and friends and cultural differences with the proper language learning is also, in my opinion, it is there. And as we talked about it, with technology, we can reduce the distance from the home country. Also, the currency rate is stable in most of the advanced countries. So, family and friends, and the next one is the cultural differences. My two choices.
Okay.
All right, very nice, very nice. There has been a lot of not only improvement, there has been the comfortability and another part, but you were able to do it. Very
Yes,
nice.
sir.
I'm so happy with this. We can also have some offline classes நம்ம பார்க்கலாம்.
Okay, sir.
I'll give you the time. I will just finalize it. I will let you know.
Okay, sir.
From there நம்ம இங்க என்ன பண்ணணுமோ அதையே அங்க பண்ண போறோம். பட் நேரா பண்ண போறோம். இந்த பாடி லாங்குவேஜ், ஐ கான்டாக்ட்ல இருந்து எல்லா ஓவரால் பாடி லாங்குவேஜ் எல்லாம் people would have talked about it a lot in the college also. நம்ம அதை
Yes, sir.
பத்தி நம்ம பேசலாம்.
Okay, sir.
Good, good. We'll finalize the time and I'll let you know.
Okay, sir.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.